Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to another exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. This evening we find two mages as they make their way up the steps of the Hotel Imperial, located in the centre of Dublin City. The hotel itself is one of those old, grand buildings that would not have been out of place in the city 100 years ago. It has great, swooping marble columns that hold up a rather beautiful vestibule or entrance hall. As you enter, there is the sound of classical music being played. There's the smell of something delectable coming from the dining room, which door yawns open next to you. You will see the rather stylized artistic. You will see the rather stylized artistic images of paintings hanging on the wall that depict men, women, scenes, vistas, places in the past. It's rather charming. You were told that you came here to have a meeting with Dr. Henrith here, good old Dr. Henrith, after you saved his life during a rather sticky situation at his estate. And he said that he was staying in Dublin for a few weeks, and that if you wished to have a conversation with him, he would speak to you this afternoon. So, good to his word, the doctor is on time. You will see the elevator open, and his wheelchair will be wheeled out. There is a nurse who appears to be wheeling the wheelchair. The doctor himself sits in comfortable black clothing in his wheelchair. He will extend his hands outwards to both of you and he'll say, "Ah, so good to see you again, my friend. So good to see you."
Um, Kato will bow, then he will shake his hand. Good to see you too, sir.
Once that's done, Damien will come forth, will shake the hand nice and vigorously, and simply say, "The pleasure is all ours."
Would you perhaps care to have some tea?
Come to think of, and then Damien's stomach grumbles a bit. Yes, I would, thank you.
Very good. We'll go over there. Thank you, Sana. Sana nods before she wheels over the wheelchair to a rather comfortable area. Um, and she nods before she'll say, "I'll see to the tea, Doctor." Gentlemen, is there anything in particular you would like me to fetch you from the dining room?
Green tea.
Black tea with milk and sugar, please.
She nods before she departs. "So, gentlemen, what is it that I can do for you?"
Kato, do you want to go first?
Well, he'll look around. Permission to speak freely around here just a little bit.
Oh, one moment, please. You see, he turns a button on his chair, at which point you guys feel a kind of a tingly sensation over your skin for a brief moment before he'll say, "You can talk quite freely now. People will not perceive the conversation."
Of course. He will basically he usually carry his helmet that's like clipped to his belt, and he'll put it like basically kind of put it on the table. Well, you see, since the last excursion, not that excursion, but the incident that happened, the unfortunate incident that happened in your place of residence, let's just say my suit got kind of banged up quite a bit. Well, not my suit, Sunrider suit got banged up quite a bit.
Yes. I'm more than happy to fix the suit for you.
Oh, well, yeah, I was thinking about that. But I was wondering if you could upgrade it.
In what way?
Make it better? I mean,
maybe put some sort of filters in there so the next time there is deadly nerve gas coming out, you don't get hurt. Maybe? Just a suggestion.
So what you're saying is you would like me to give you some form of hypertech or extraordinary device.
Yes, but I know, good sir, stuff like that, ain't for free, and I'm willing to help out. I'm willing to help you out in let's just say a favor that you may need doing.
He strokes his chin. Like, he appears to be legitimately thinking, I'll strike an agreement with you, my boy. You and dear Mr. Fulfair are literally responsible for saving my life. So, with that in mind, I would be more than happy to give you some upgrade to your suit. It's the least that I can do. So, on that matter, we may call it square. However, I'm not very comfortable giving out my technology. As you've seen, unfortunately, due to the happenstances with my own personal AI and the Requiem system, it is a bit temperamental. So if you are agreeable, I will give you a single piece and a single upgrade to your device, but there'll be no need for any reciprocity.
Okay. I mean,
To be fair, I think this gentleman just wants to, how should I say, excuse me, sorry, the right words don't, they're escaping me. It's, how should I say, sometimes there seems to be just too much information flowing in and then it like scrambles your thought process. Sorry about that, I'm rambling. Back to what I wanted to say. I don't know how typical it is at your end, Cater, when it comes to owing favors, but in our cultural circle, we like to pay our favors and our debts as fast as possible. So I'd say it sounds fair to me.
Well, in that case, Master Cato, do you have something you would like in mind, or will I come up with something for you?
maybe something. I'm a very martial person.
I couldn't
Something.
possibly tell.
Oh yeah, he'll look at. Just look at. Yeah, just. Uh, I mean, use your imagination, good sir. You have quite a vivid one.
May I see? Do you have your suit with you?
I mean, would you like to meet Sunrider?
No, I require the suit, not necessarily for you to don the suit. Or rather,
Uh,
correction, I require the arm of the suit, the gauntlet, if you will.
sure. I mean, sure, Sunrider don't mind, and he'll basically he usually have like a book bag and whatnot, and he'll basically take out the gauntlet and just let him see it.
He puts the gauntlet down on the table, at which point he presses a number of buttons on his wheelchair, and you see a holographic display of the gauntlet rise up in front of you all. But no one around you, and there are people walking through the lobby, seem to pay it any attention. And this is like very obviously hyper advanced science. You see him press mid-air and buttons start to respond. Before about 30 minutes later, he presses a series of keys on his. He doesn't talk during this time. His nurse will return as you're talking, and she'll put down the tea as well as a plate of scones and a plate of buns. But he doesn't talk during this whole process until he eventually hits a series of keys, and you see what looks to be like a laser beam shoot from his chair onto the gauntlet. And as it does so, it doesn't burn into the gauntlet, but it's like it moves back and forth as it's almost like it's 3D printing something out of midair, if you understand me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He then looks down at his work. He picks up the gauntlet again, and he takes out a small optical small optical device that he puts over his left eye. He then takes out two what look to be like needles, and he starts to solder onto the armor. So there's like sparks and like there's sparks and smoke rising up. Once again, no one seems to notice this. It's rather disconcerting.
Yeah,
But
Kato is impressed.
about an hour later, he's done. And he will hold out the gauntlet to you, and he'll say, I believe that you will find this to be suitable. On the gauntlet, there's like a small wrist-mounted computer. That is a molecular deconfibulator. For lack of a better word, it's a matter transporter.
Matter transporter?
Yes. You simply key in the coordinates you wish it to take you wish it to take you to, and it will.
A teleporter of some sort.
Yes.
Pardon me, I'm just a humble archaeologist. This technology, oh boy, now that's what I call advanced.
Quite so. Are you happy with it?
This will certainly come in handy.
Good.
I'm grateful. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I don't like to design weapons, you see, so I toyed with the idea of giving you something that would be harmful to your enemies. But then again, as I said, I dislike the concept of violence. So I gave you something that was utilitarian, but that I felt that you could still get use from.
To be fair, come to think of it, we might be able to influence spheres and powers probably beyond our proper comprehension. But I've still found that at the end of the day, we're still very, very, what's the term? Squishy little mortals in our bodies. So something protective surely wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yes, quite so. And once again, I will say thank you for your help in my home.
I'm just happy that I was able to help.
He'll look at the gauntlet, then he'll put it back in his book bag. Okay. So, Damien, was there anything that you would like to talk to the good doctor about?
I surely would be interested, even if it were just one piece of protective equipment. I'd definitely be interested in something like that. Might it be a helmet, or maybe something for the torso area, or I don't know, maybe something that helps me perceive maybe in different lengths of heat or color or some sort of spectrums. I'm just sort of thinking, what happens when I'm in an area where somebody has taken like all the light out, or I'm in a cave and I see nothing, and there's something coming for me or towards me. I might want to be able to see better. I don't know. You're the genius here, good sir.
Is that the coat that you always wear?
Damien actually gives it a quick look and goes, yes.
Very good. Put the coat on the table.
Damien unhooks it from his chair, puts it in on the table, quickly takes any other stuff out until it's empty. There you go.
This is a much quicker process than the last one. He basically scans it with what appears to be some kind of matter scanner before typing on his keyboard for a few moments. The scanner continues to move and rotate over the coat. After about 5-10 minutes, he'll stop and he'll nod and he'll say, "It's done." Your coat now has the same bullet-stopping powers, many suits of combat armor that are currently worn by paramilitaries and police officers, while still maintaining its manual dexterity.
I beg your pardon, did
Essentially,
you
it
say?
has 5 soak.
Damien goes and just says, power armor?
I beg your pardon?
Damien simply goes like, the toughness of power armor. Oh, of course. Of course, they're not in full, man. It doesn't matter. Thank you very much. This will definitely increase my survival chances.
Good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
There's one more thing, although I have to say this is far from pressing. I mean, that's a matter that surely could be looked at maybe in a month or so. But almost 3 months ago, I was in a specific auction. I basically stumbled into it. And I came across an animatronic heart from the Cypher 9 project. And whatever possessed me, I decided to bid, and I was able to get that animatronic heart. And since there were also vampires, I mean kindred, and a few other creatures around there that were offering shocking things, I just tried to basically take it away from their grasp, because who knows, a kindred with an animatronic heart might even be worse.
Yes.
And just as I said, at a later point, if you could give it a look over, that'd be fantastic, because maybe I want to have it destroyed, or maybe taken out of commission, or deprogrammed, or something in that direction.
That would definitely be something I could look at, but not here. I would actually require to, well, for lack of a better word, open you up to do so.
Out of character, sorry, I thought we were before that happened.
No.
Sorry. Oh, that's post. Then, of course, he wouldn't have said that. At that point, he'd simply say, if at a later point you could maybe scan me or something, or see if there are any programs going there, I'd definitely be much obliged.
I would be delighted to help you.
Yeah. But of course, that isn't that pushing a matter right now. Everything seems to be working fine, and Damien knocks against his chest with his fist.
Very good. Well, gentlemen, it has certainly been a pleasure meeting you both again. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
Can me and my associate here have a quick moment?
Yes, that would be much appreciated.
By all means.
He will take Damien off, and he'll be like, so, yeah, we got cool stuff. Yeah, that was great. But, I mean, the objective that Sunrider kind of tasked me to do was more of try to find something for, like a he's always good with the words, better than I am, but try to find something for us to
spit it out, man.
to bond over or something, like a task or something.
Do I understand correctly? You're looking for a quest?
Yes. It says it builds teamwork and basically all the other jazz.
Aha. And why would we want to go to that lovely gentleman there. Now he seems to have everything under control again.
I mean, usually the smart types have the good stuff and whatnot. They know a little bit more, but I mean, do you have anybody in mind that we can go to see after him? Just try to see if we can find something real quick, pick up a little something, then try to mull it over a little bit later.
No, I could not think of someone right now. No.
All right. Cool. All right, let's
task for us. I mean, if we're desperate, we can always ask D'Onofrio. I'm sure she's happy to send us on a perfectly safe mission.
I mean, sure, we can like go for that. I mean, that's exact. I mean, I would have completed 2 tasks within a day if we did. I mean, that's up to you.
Well, okay. To be fair, I don't know what task he could possibly have that he possibly could need our help with, but I guess it's worth trying to ask. Sorry, I really wasn't prepared for that part.
Don't worry. How about you let me? How about you just let me do a little talking real quick and whatnot?
Oh yeah. I mean, there is still a sandwich with my name on it there, so go for it.
Cool. Let's go back. Okay, break team. All right, go back. He'll slide into the seat. Good sir.
Yes.
You are a very intelligent and smart individual. I know that to be true because you basically did some good old science stuff with my arm. And I was wondering, have you been keeping surveillance around the city? You know, just checking in on what may possibly, be be troublesome for us good magic folks.
No, unfortunately, I haven't. You have to understand, I haven't left my house in a very long period of time, you see. So this is, in fact, my first time out in, well, almost 2 decades.
Were you being kept captive for 2 decades?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I apologize, young man. I haven't been keeping account of anything, to be frank.
Okay. Cato?
This has been a lovely tea and whatnot, and I very appreciate you helping us. I think we'll, get out of your hair, sir.
As you like. Have a good day, young men, or have a good day. Have a good day, young ones. It has been a pleasure.
Yes. You mind if we take the sandwich and stuff to go?
No, by all means, please feel free.
Sure. He'll basically kind of grab the buns and whatnot. Walk out and be like, well, at least we got cool stuff.
Hey, this and Damien looks at the coat around his shoulders now, sort of. Oh, I'm feeling really cyberpunk right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know Sunrider would get a kick out of that, but yeah, I mean, I guess we did good for today. I mean,
yeah. We're obviously on his good side. He was willing to give us some pretty nifty stuff. He seemed genuinely grateful, and actually, I didn't know that he had been a prisoner for 20 years.
yeah.
God, how didn't he go mad being stuck in that house? I would have gone mental after a month.
Yeah, I mean, Uh, knowing that I can't really train and do nothing, no. Yeah, something, but I mean, I guess we got one. I mean, the next thing we need to do is to, I mean, find something for us to do. I mean, yeah, hanging out and stuff is great, but I mean, what they say about idle time?
Well, where I come from, nothing about idle time, but they say that idle hands are the devil's playthings.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what were you thinking of us going to look for? I know exactly where there's, well, I've got at least a very good idea where there's a human trafficking ring. The only problem is, you know who is the boss of that, and that definitely will cause problems. So I don't know about other criminal elements that might need, I don't know, a kick in the teeth or whatever. Plus, yeah, and I'm not appraised about the criminal underworld in this city. I only have one contact, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one setting me up for the fall.
Well then, I mean,
come to think of it, I probably should try to hunt the fellow down and get the infos and see how, you know, how deep it goes and what I might be able to do to clear my name. Because jail doesn't sound fun to me.
what in you and what again? Somebody framed you?
I have no proof so far for it because I'm simply missing the information. But according to the hacker we met, Iscariot, who is actually known as an internet terrorist, he said that there was either allegations or that there was something in the process about me being a smuggler. However, I have no memory of actually having smuggled any ancient artifacts into or out of Dublin. Because the job that I did for Nine-Fingered Tam, that's the name of the fellow, was actually to look at the antiques and figure out if they were real or if they were just good fakes. As it happened to his luck, all of them were genuine. So I simply did that to get the info to get to the auction, which then led to me meeting other mages. And you see how the ball starts rolling.
Oh, you know, speaking of that, how about, I mean, I heard something about people going out and helping this guy called the Gravedigger. How about we go talk to him?
That is assuming that we are able to get him.
Nobody hasn't went after him yet?
Oh, haven't they? Huh.
Oh, Evan.
Yes.
Has the Gravedigger guy been retrieved yet?
Nope. They got the information as to where he's being held.
Well, yeah.
We're to get him back there.
Yeah. Two things I'm a little worried about there. That has more to do with me than with you. The first one is I don't own a space rocket or a spaceship or anything in that direction, because if I remember correctly, he's on one of our planets, or was it or maybe even a dwarf planet. But yeah, I can't travel into outer space. I don't have the vehicles for it,
Then we
let
can make
alone
a
the spheres.
then we can make a team. Well, Sunrider will put it together, but we can make a team to do this.
And the other thing is, I thought it was in the headquarters of those guys who created the that Cybertronic heart I have in me. That fucking social. Anyway, no, I'm Damien. You're calm. You're calm. You're staying calm.
Woosah, woosah.
Good, good, good. Exactly. Stay nice and calm. Sorry. But yeah, I'm worried that they might have some weird, funky Wi-Fi going there, or Bluetooth, or whatever the advanced version of that they use, and then start messing around with my animatronic heart. Last thing I need is either it to suddenly stop just because they put a virus in there, or even worse, them making it go splat.
Hey, well, look what I got. I got this. And he'll basically point at the gauntlet.
Oh, and Damien just smacks his forehead like, oh, yes. Okay. If we do it right and get the right coordinates, and we'll have to be goddamn sure about that, because the vacuum of space is deadly, even for us mages.
A couple of points. One, the gauntlet will only transport one person. It will not open a portal. That is a different skill. Two, outer space is, or rather, the planet that Gravedigger's on, quote unquote, is an umbra realm. It's not actually a physical place. It's because the technocracy refer to the various different stratums of the umbra as different planets.
That's the. Would my character know that, since he actually did some digging around in, what are the umbras called, what are the subdivisions, and stuff like that?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. Although, if I remember correctly, you said your gauntlet can only transport one person.
All right, but we can still organize a team together to get this up and going. I mean, this will be a good, going out. You know what I mean? Bring us together.
Going on an adventure. I mean, hell, why am I even trying to fight it? It just seems pretty much every second time I bump into mages, I get dragged along for an adventure anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake. Maybe I should just give up and go with the flow, as they say.
Hey,
what could possibly go wrong?
Hey, it'll be much better. I'm pretty sure that Sunrider is somewhere right now listening to the conversation. How about this? I talked to Sunrider. He put out a big, call saying that, we need to go get this Gravedigger and whatnot. And since he's in some Wooji Badooji Bakuji realm, we need people who's good at that stuff. We can form this team. We can go out and get done,
Fair enough. You know what? To be fair, it might only be the spirit realm that although, you know what? At some point, definitely worth checking up Duncan. He definitely knows his ways around the Shadowlands. Maybe he's also pretty good with this Umbral stuff.
Well, he'll answer the call. He'll just answer the call then. Just have to, put out that call and try to see what's up.
Yeah, and if worst comes to the worst, I can give him a quick visit and see what he knows about it. He tends to like to stick to his own place.
Understandable. Tell him that Sunrider would be leading a good old excursion to get back a fellow one of ours.
To be fair, I heard people talk actually quite fondly of Gravedigger, so it definitely would make a good impression. That's for sure.
No problem. I guess that's something we're gonna have to do. Operation Get Back Gravedigger, Chan.
Retrieve the Resurrectionist. Perfect. Cool. Only thing I'll ask you, if it becomes obvious that I'm overtaken by some really advanced technology, do what you can. But if you have to end me, man. I rather die as someone who at least still has some agency over himself than the puppet of a fucking machine.
He'll put his hands on your shoulders and look. It's not going to come to that. Sunrider and me will not let it go down that route.
Could Kato make a persuasion check?
Sure. Charisma leadership?
I would say so.
Okay. I'm spending the willpower for this because he wants you to believe him. And Kato's a good person. All right. Get to the rolls real quick. Here we go. Spending the willpower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Congratulations, he succeeds. How do you want to do this?
So basically, he'll have his hand and he'll look, and he'll be like, and basically his voice and his demeanor will shift from Kato to a very stern one, and he'll look and be like, "Do not worry, as long as you're with me, Sunrider, as long as you have your fellow mages by your side, no harm will come to you in your heart, for that is your own, mechanical or not. It is your heart, and no one cannot corrupt it." And he'll basically, when he leaned back, he'll kind of give it a playful tap with his fist to your chest.
Damien draws comfort from that. His faith in his fellow mage has grown a bit, and he just looks up and gives him a determined nod. Yeah, let's go for it.
You spread the word. I'll put the call out. Let's see this done and bring back a fellow one of ours.
Yeah, and show the people that how do you put it? Yeah, that there is a dawn after the dark.
Exactly. And he will turn back, he will turn around and he'll kind of lean his head back, and it will be the expression of Kato, and he'll just be like, "So, how about we head back and we finish off these meat buns?"
Yeah, because on an empty stomach, we ain't gonna do any good.
Yep, you're damn right. And basically, he will start walking. I guess that's where we can end our scene.
Agreed.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.